Hey Celine fans, it was another fantastic Celine Dion concert tonight. It was my 16th one and the 5th time seeing the new show. And it is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I know I keep on saying that, but there's just no other way to really describe how spectacular it is. Tonight was a little bit different than the prior two nights in that it was the final show tonight for Celine before they take a big break. They're taking a break until December 28th, 2011. So they have several months off, and actually after the show today, the crew at the Coliseum was packing up Celine's all of the stage and I guess all of the props and just everything that is needed for Celine's setup. And they were packing it all up and carting it away because I guess they have other acts that come in that don't need the stage. They don't need the sliding platforms that all the band members are on, and so they need to. There's nowhere to store it there at the Coliseum, so they have to take it off site. So they were disassembling everything and packing it up, and so that was kind of cool. Just a lot of, since it was the last show before several months off, a lot of fans were like really dedicated fans showed up this weekend, and tonight there was a lot of energy, a lot of really good energy. People were excited because it's like it was our last chance to see Celine before this break of hers. And I think Celine was definitely hyped up from our energy in the crowd, and people were a lot more active tonight than they were last night. Oh my gosh, I just don't even know what else to say at this point, because everything has been so great on this trip. And honestly, every time I come to Vegas for Celine, it's a different experience because there's different people I meet up with. Sometimes I'm traveling by myself, sometimes I'm with a friend. It really changes. Every time I come here, it's a completely different experience. And this trip has been amazing. This has been my longest trip actually to Vegas. I think I've only done 2 nights before when I've come here. So 3 nights is my longest trip. It's a full 4 days. And I think that is, I can't imagine myself doing longer than that time period. I really can't, because, well, first of all, it's expensive. But second of all, I'm kind of just ready to get back home. I'm not Celine'd out because I don't think I could ever reach that point, but I am a little partied Vegas out, if that's even an expression. But and it's not like I've even gone to a bar or anything while I've been here. I haven't gone clubbing. I've only had 2 glasses of wine, so I'm taking it pretty easy. But it's just the whole atmosphere of Las Vegas. I think I'm just ready to go back home, and the smoke is really getting to me. If you're not a smoker and you come here to Vegas, if you're not used to the cigarette smoke everywhere, you can really feel it in your throat and everything, and my eyes are just watering. So that's kind of the downside. But at the same time, it's okay, well, it's only for a few days. I can deal with it for that, but I don't think I could do staying here for a week. I think that would be a bit much for me. I know a lot of other fans are doing it. There are several people I've talked to today who've been here for a week already, and I'm just amazed by that. Oh, I have to mention that in the show tonight, Celine and Migo, they have their little back and forth banter that they've added to the show now. And it was different tonight because the prior 2 nights, Migo did 2 little rhyming jokes. And tonight, Celine beat him to the first rhyming joke. She said, what was it? A pleasure. She was saying something like, Migo, working with these great people, is it a pleasure with every measure? And that's normally what he says. And so, the band was laughing, and, the audience members who had been there prior nights were laughing, too, because we got, that Celine was being, a dork on that. So that was pretty funny. And then Migo said the second one. What was it? Stoked with every note? Can't remember. I think that's what it was. I think Migo says, like, it was a pleasure with every measure. And then he says, stoked with every note, which doesn't really rhyme, but it's close enough where it kind of works, and you're not really thinking too hard at a Celine concert anyway. You're just there to have fun and listen to Celine and rock out. Yeah. Oh, I should mention where I was sitting for tonight. So I was sitting in the rear orchestra. If you're looking at the stage, I was all the way to the right. And on the prior 2 nights, I was in the sections that were like all the way to the left. So it was a different angle on the stage. And I really, I liked it. It was a good seat tonight. It was a very good seat. I was in, rear orchestra, the 3rd row back from the walkway. And yeah, it was very nice, very nice. And it did feel very close too when Celine walks out in the audience, because you could, I knew she was coming. So, you know, Barnev is out there singing with all of the horns. So they're like partying there on the stage. And so I'm getting into that, I'm watching it, and then about halfway through, I get really distracted because I'm like, okay, Celine's gonna come out in the audience like as soon as this song is over. And so I start kind of like looking around, and I've done this like every single night that I know Celine is gonna be there, because I mean, how can you not do it? I mean, I just, yeah. So they're still up there doing that, and I'm kind of like craning my neck like, okay, well, where is she? And you know, I'm watching to see if the security people are moving around or like what's going on. And yeah, and then I mean, Celine doesn't come out until they have her hologram on the stage and everything, so I really should know that by now, but I get kind of antsy to see her come out in the audience, and it's just great. But tonight when she came out, she really wasn't, it didn't feel like she was really all that far away from me, so that was pretty cool, because she definitely did seem closer on that. I did get photos with some of Celine's band members, and that was really, really neat. And definitely, I mean, I've never met any of her band members before, so that was a totally new experience for me. And they're all really nice, as I expected. I mean, I've heard before that they're really nice, and they really were. They were just extremely, extremely nice. And yeah. That's about it. I'm going to change out of my gold glitter heels because my feet are really sore after living in these heels for like 3 nights in a row. So I'm going to put on my super, super comfy gold ballet flats with lots and lots of cushioning. And I'm going to head out and like walk around for a little bit, maybe meet up with some people and get something to eat, hopefully, because I'm pretty hungry right now. And I'm also pretty thirsty. And you can probably hear to my voice that I'm like really parched right now. So I'm just gonna go get some water. But I hope you all have a Celine-ish night or a Celine-ish day, depending on what time of the day you are watching this video. It's nighttime for me now, so I'm just gonna say have a Celine-ish night. Bye.